So let's say you have an awesome new pattern, you want to sew it up out of a gorgeous lace. And you try your sample pieces and it's not moving through the machine, it's getting caught up, it's bunching, it's knotting, and what do you do? So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create lace seams that are beautiful, that don't pucker, pull, or fall apart. I'm going to show you my 2 favorite methods. By the end of this tutorial, you're going to love sewing lace. So I have some gorgeous laces here, and you can see that the problem when sewing this is that there's really big open spaces in it. And if we have a big open space in it, our sewing machine isn't magically going to sew into itself for 10 or 12 stitches right here. We need something there for it. And you can see they're all made differently. So this one's got less open space, but it's got more little designs in between all the nettings. And if we look at this one here, you can see that it's solid in some spaces and open in others. And you might get into some delicate laces like these. They're very soft and very lightweight. And also when you're sewing netting, you're gonna run into a lot of the same problems because it's really soft, light, and it has a very open weave to it. And the techniques I'm gonna teach you are going to apply to all these different fabrics. So let's get into it and have some fun sewing lace. The first method I'm going to show you involves seam tape. For this demo, I'm going to be using this beautiful navy blue lace that has a very open, delicate weave to it. To use the seam tape, we're going to take our fabric and I'm going to sew a seam right here. So I'm going to place it right sides together like normal. And then I'm going to cut a piece of seam tape a little longer than my seam, so I have some extra to work with. And now we're going to pin all 3 layers together. So we're going to have our lace right sides together and then our seam tape on one of the sides. And it doesn't matter what side, and you don't need 2 pieces, one on each side, you just need 1 piece. And I'm using a contrasting color so you can really see what's going on, but obviously you would want to buy matching seam tape. And when you get a matching color of seam tape, you don't even know it's inside. So I'm making sure all of my edges are nice and lined up. And I'm just going to work all the way down the seam. Now I have all 3 layers pinned together. You can see there's no tape on the back, just on the front here. To sew this, you're going to want to use a straight stitch, so I have my straight stitch selected. I have my stitch length set to 2 and my thread tension set to 4. So when you're sewing lighter weight fabrics, you want a smaller stitch length, and heavier fabrics, a longer stitch length, and the thread tension of 4 is about in the middle. So you don't want it too tight, you don't want it too loose for these light fabrics. So I'm also going to be sewing a 1/4 inch seam. So when we're working with really delicate fabrics, we don't want big, thick, chunky seams. So if your pattern calls for that, you want to cut them down beforehand. So I'm going to be sewing a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm sewing with the seam tape facing me. We're still going to back stitch. And we're going to guide our fabric down. Removing your pins, do not sew into your pins. Back stitch at the end. Let's take a look. Look at how beautiful and smooth and straight that seam is, even in the lace, because we've used that seam tape there. Let's flip it over and take a look at the back. And you can see how flat and smooth the lace is on the back. It's not bubbled or puckered anywhere. And when we open it up, you can see that we have a nice strong seam here. And the nice thing about the seam tape is that it does add durability to the weak laces. So this is really, really strong. I can pull this as hard as I can and it's not breaking or snapping. And if I come here to the middle of the lace, you can see that it has a little bit of give and stretch to it because of the open weave in it. But right here where the seam tape is, it is nice and strong. Now, yes, you can see the pink through this because I've used a contrasting color for demo. So you always want to make sure you're using the same color, and you can also buy thinner seam tape. So this one here is about a 1/2 inch wide, but you can buy it a 1/4 inch wide. So you can buy something really thin so that way you really don't see much of anything on the inside. And a little hack is actually cutting off the selvage of a woven fabric and using the selvage as your seam tape. And if you want to have a little bit more movement to your seam, you could always cut a strip of bias that matches your project and sew that where you would sew the seam tape. Isn't this technique cool? Well, I've got one more for you, so keep on watching. Real quick, before we move on, if you're enjoying Sewing Anastasia, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you'd like to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out our online and in-person courses. There's links down below for everything. Now, let's get back to it. In this next technique, we're not going to be adding any fabric to the seam. We're going to really have that integrity of the fabric. It's going to be soft, it's going to move. So it's going to be just a seam in the lace. For this technique, we're going to be using some water-soluble interfacing. And I always just like to cut a piece off about 1 inch wide. And if you don't know what water-soluble interfacing is, it's interfacing that disappears in water. So it's going to help us while we're sewing, and then goodbye. So I want to mention that lace naturally kind of stretches, even though it's not stretched. So there is stretch lace, but not all of it is stretch lace. It can be woven, and sometimes it still has some stretch or some give to it. Because it has this openness into the design, it moves more. It has more openness to it to allow it to be flexible. So if we still want to have this in our seams, the water-soluble is a great option for this. We're going to use the water-soluble like we used our seam tape. We're going to place our fabric right sides together, and we're going to place the water-soluble right on top. We're going to line up all our edges, pin this together. And now let's go sew our seam. So just like our other sample, we want to have a short stitch length. You're using a straight stitch, all of the same settings. We just happen to have the water soluble where the seam tape was. And the water soluble acts like a woven fabric, so it's feeding through the machine really nice, keeping everything nice and stable. Back stitch at the end. Let's take a look at it. So we have the seam sewn up with the water soluble. You can see we have a nice seam on the other side. Nothing's puckering, bubbling, etc. And then when we open it up, we have a seam there, but we want to get rid of that water soluble. And it's also going to allow our seam to have more movement in it when we do get rid of this. Now I'm going to cut away some more of the water soluble so that way it doesn't get all sticky, because it does kind of make the fabric a little bit sticky. So you really have to rinse it out good when you're done. Okay, so now let's put our lace in here, our seam, and watch this magic happen. So there it goes in. Gonna wiggle it around a little bit. And then when we pull it out, the water soluble interfacing is completely gone. Look at that, isn't that crazy? So you can see we have our seam, all of our thread is there, and it's nice and strong still. And you're gonna notice that the fabric, it stretches a little bit more where the seam is. It's still less stretchy than the middle of the fabric because we have the threads there, but it has a little bit more give to it because we don't have anything else there reinforcing it like we did when we had the seam tapes. This one absolutely not moving at all. This one has a little bit of movement. In the seam where we use the water-soluble interfacing, it's going to be less durable because it doesn't have this extra reinforcement of essentially another piece of fabric in the seam. But both of these methods work great depending on what you're looking for. These are my two favorite ways to reinforce lace seams and get everything to lay nice and smooth. So I hope that these methods help you next time you want to sew up some lace. I would love to know what methods you like to use when you're sewing lace. So if you've got something, share it down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions, leave it down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the tutorial today, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when all the new tutorials come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys, so let me know what else you would like to see coming out. And if you want to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out the online and in-person courses. There's links down below. We also have an online sewing club where you get a new pattern, tutorials, and access to our Discord every month. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio today, make sure you check out the Instagram stories. And if you want to know about the outfit I have on, well, I'll make sure I put a short out about it. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!